Hey, what's happening YouTube? Rod J back again to take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. We're going to take a look at one from New Belgium Brewing. This is actually going to be their Heavy Melon, which is, I guess, technically a fruit beer. Comes in at 5% ABV. It actually features, obviously, watermelon, but also a little bit of lime, as it's considered to be a watermelon lime ale on their label. On the label itself, it talks about a new headliner is coming to town, and it goes by the name of Heavy Melon. With a splash of fresh watermelon and a touch of lime, this beer will have you screaming for an encore. So that's how they kind of built this one up. Let's go ahead and get it in the glass, check it out, see if it actually comes out to be that way. Well, getting it into the glass actually pours out pretty much I guess you could say a medium amber type color. When you get it to the light, you get a little bit of that nice sheen behind it where you can see the bubble action taking place. Has a lot of lively carbonation. I think you can see that coming through a little bit there on the camera. Not really any haze. You can see through to the other side. So appearance is pretty decent. The head's a pretty much just off-white type head, if not pretty close to being white, maybe like a bone type white color. Starting to dissipate sun. Came out of 2 fingers, down to 1 finger right now. I don't believe it's going to last that much longer. We'll see as I drink it down if it does any lacing or anything along those lines. As far as anything, you know, when you look at the aroma, well, I am getting the watermelon scent out of it. It's kind of like a Jolly Rancher type watermelon candy. It is a little bit faint though, so you really have to take a sniff to get the flavor out of it. Yeah, you really got to take a big whiff to get into some of that watermelon. Picking up a tinge of that lime on the back end, but not really picking up anything like hops. It kind of just has like that candy sweetness or maybe that candy tartness when you think of something like, say, a Ghost along those lines. It kind of does match up a little bit there. As you can see now, it really did dissipate down to about a 1/4 finger, so the head is going away pretty quickly. Well, the flavor on the taste, you do get that watermelon flavor. You do get that lime flavor. It has a nice initial burst of the flavor when you take that first sip of the beer. Nothing really on the back end. It's pretty crisp going down. No really bad aftertaste along those lines. You do get that initial bitterness on the tongue, but then it clears up real nice. And I am starting to see a little bit of lace in there, so some of the lacing is taking place. Now, I will say as I drink this down more, and I'm getting my nose in there with the same time when I'm drinking, I do pick up a little bit more of a smell from some of the yeast that was used. Almost like kind of to me it's kind of like a breadiness, kind of like what I usually get on lagers. I'm picking that up in here now as I drink it down and as the beer starts to, I guess, warm up a little bit more. Carbonation, it's about average. As far as any of the flavors kicking around for a period of time, I would say you get about an average finish. You know, in between drinks, I still have that watermelon flavor in the mouth. It sits pretty much as a medium body type beer at that 5% ABV. Not very heavy on the tongue and not really too light at all. Not really too much of a wateriness in the texture. All in all, not really too bad of a beer. Is it a beer that I would hunt down again? Not really too sure of that. Something you can just have a nice fruit flavor type beer. I think it's a nice one to actually give a shot to. I think New Belgium does okay with this one. I would probably have a beer like this rather than have like something like a shandy along those lines. I think in here I get more of that fruitiness that I actually like, and it's not going to be too sweet, which happens with a lot of the shandy type beers in my opinion. But no tartness with it, so unlike say a sour or a Ghost, you're not getting a tart on the back end. Has that nice initial fruit flavor and pretty crisp on the finish. So not a bad beer overall. I say give it a shot. Again, this is the New Belgian Heavy Melon. If you haven't had it yet, the watermelon lime ale, check it out when you get a chance. New Belgium put some good stuff out there, and definitely worth trying their beers. Well, with that being said, I appreciate you swinging by to check out another video. If you've had this one before, let me know. Put some comments in the comments section. Love to hear your feedback on it as well. And as always, if you like the video, please remember to like, of course, and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to see more of the videos. And with that being said, I appreciate your time. Keep drinking good craft beers. Cheers.